Hey, y'all done with that for the night. I can shoot some more hoops tomorrow. Have you taken your pump today?
What? These motherfuckers playing together.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium
Man,
in
I'm playing
Tennessee.
solos and these motherfuckers
Nothing
playing
like
together,
the
bro.
fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was
Stop
in
lying.
evidence a moment ago.
Man, for real, one shooting in the car, one on
This
the
crowd is
drive.
ready as their guys get set to match
Oh
up
wow.
between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about
Yeah.
to reach the halfway point of this NFL
And he's scared to get
season,
out.
and we're underway.
Cause
on
he gonna
EA
get
Sports.
shot.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Able to spin free. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Dead now, nigga.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I wanna with somebody.
2 runs for a
I wanna
net gain
feel
of
that
nothing.
heat
Now
with
here's 3rd and 10.
somebody.
He'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete.
Holding,
and he's going
man.
to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking deep downfield. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
That
The
wind is
kickoff
not
team on the field
even
now as they will
blowing
send
like
this
that.
one away.
That wind is coming straight back.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. back to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
Oh, my gosh.
You see him pointing, communicating.
What? Must be 2 of them over there.
Ended up making a nice play.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Will Fuller.
Level 2's there.
Number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
Yo.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Mm.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Clarence left too.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at
Clarence
56.
ain't mad.
Look at 56.
You winning, Clarence?
All right, now look at 56.
Hear you now.
Look at
You winning?
56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Can you hear me? You winning?
It's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Yeah, we hear you. He
And
said
he'll
you
be
winning.
brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
He said, are you winning?
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake,
Oh, he don't
especially
win.
when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun, 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 gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gun, 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 gun.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
All right, bro.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work.
And this is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
New York set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Got that boy chewing the clock.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to
Oh,
the
motherfucker.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He can run for it.
Chad, you on Instagram, Chad?
By Marquise Lee. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And bulldozing his way through.
Chadwick.
It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. Now this
You on
works, so I
Instagram?
guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick
What's
it
your
up
name?
from that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
Lame. LAME. 3.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Chad, why you attacking you, big dog?
Defense, what's your name?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Two big plays in succession.
No
Not sure
gun
this
up
D
here,
knows
bro.
what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey. 4 down.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Look at 56. Look at 56. Watch safety 3.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively.
Boy.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Nah, big dog. Everything all good, big dog.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
I'm just an ugly dude, big dog.
Boy, you see it, son.
Hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Man.
So they'll come away with
Chad, I
nothing
guarantee
here.
your pictures of you quadruple mine.
As a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure.
Chad, I got 101 posts. You got.
To go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Chad got 197 posts.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man.
Boy, you need to stop going in that barber. Cause that ain't doing it. I'm just letting you know that now.
Nah, boy, you can't tell. You can't tell him that fade ain't clean. Now that's one thing you can't tell him.
That boy taking his line back to the 60s, good gracious. Woo. Man, let me cut you up, Chad.
In this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
It's 2019, Chad, man. D. Frank, how about you getting out the game?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
Oh, man.
He'll rifle this one deep right.
I just looking for somebody to play the game.
Seconds left. Parker, the intended target, and that takes us from
Come on,
2nd
Swag.
to 3rd down. So
Hold on.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Boy.
Man, we need to play with that one and catch up.
Now he'll let it
You
go
keep
deep
playing with
right
me,
side.
keep getting wins,
Defense
man.
loses him. It's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
I play with I be trying to play with randoms. I won a few.
So
You
with
did.
2 ticks left here in the half, on is the
I'm the
field
common
goal unit.
denominator, man.
I won a few with randoms. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go play some now. Man,
And his
trying to
kick
win
is
solo,
good.
man.
So we've reached halftime.
You ain't got no-
here in Nashville.
you ain't got no
Music
solo
City with the
wins?
Titans out in
Nah,
front.
man,
As we'll
come
see
down to the
Orlando
nitty-gritty every
check in
time.
with Jonathan
I say it like I got
Coachman
15 of
from
them. I ain't got but
Halftime
one.
Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy
One of them
of 10.
days you
Yeah,
had. One of them days you had kicked us to the curb. I was on here, had the solo it and
At about
stuff.
the 37-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Who did what? Kobe. Man, Kobe trying to have a son, man.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
I had the most trouble landing in construction.
What, like landing on the top?
Yeah, man, I always fall off. It's like the third, fourth time I died, so I love doing that shit.
Boy, ain't got nobody to come pick him up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Player quads, man. See, can I get one? What's we ran?
Excuse me.
Go game chat.
All right, big dog. He is.
Man, this game's stupid, bro. Why is freezing up?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 23 yards.
You company none left, you?
And with that last
Your company none left?
up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Oh,
To me,
okay.
300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something
give us
here.
a 4.
17
God,
yards
bro.
to go on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for
We
any
ain't gonna win with
quarterback,
them.
no matter
They
the
ain't even jumped
situation there,
out.
the
I don't
defense
even know
won
where
the
we
battle.
going.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards.
You got a whip
but
yet?
still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Gun, 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 gun.
What you getting, big dog? Mercedes S-Class?
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson.
Lamar, goodness gracious.
Intercepted.
Man, send that nigga to me, man. He done ran his course in Tennessee.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore.
All right,
we
bro.
want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
I just want
On that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past
but you rather make it home.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson.
I saw you.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's complete to Parker, left side.
Jesus Christ, that rocket travel far to hit me. I got off the rock. I got off the 4-wheeler, dude. And I'm out and about now. And that bitch still
this quarterback now
can't hit me.
completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
But you rather make it home.
To Barkley on the check down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
You let go.
4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson now. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Tell me who I have to be.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out in the pistol. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Being chased out left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they're looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, why are they stopping?
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How much you winning? About 30?
They'll beat the dude, and then they'll stop. Why do they do that?
He's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Noah Spence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
68.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone!
Now it's Jackson. Now he steps away. He's going to let one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Detroit!
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead, it falls down incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Single. I got it.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Gun.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
We got 3. Hey, watch 12. 65. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
What's up?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Man, chilling.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Oh, you got company? Yeah. Oh, I thought I had some.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
4th down, here's Jackson. And it is incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Tennessee, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye.